The origins of the American police. The first state to have its own police force was Texas. This police force was called the Texas Rangers. They were organized in 1835. For many years the Texas Rangers defended the Texas frontier against the attacks of the Comanche Indians. They also guarded people and their homes against criminals. The Texas Rangers were excellent marksmen, horseback riders and fighters. They did not wear a uniform, but everyone recognized them because they wore a special badge. They usually rode their own horses and used their own weapons. Texas Rangers. Arizona Historical Society Library. The Texas Rangers still work today in the state of Texas. In the year 1800 the United States was a new nation with only 16 states. Each state made its own laws. The rest of the American continent was still a wilderness and no one lived there. When people began to explore this wilderness west of the Mississippi, this part of America was called the Western Territories. Most explorers and pioneers were honest people, but there were some outlaws and criminals. Some famous outlaws were Billy the Kid, Jesse James, the Dalton Gang and the Clanton Brothers. Many outlaws became legendary. It was very difficult to keep law and order in the Western Territories because there were no policemen, no courts, no judges, no governors and no laws. Horse thieves, cattle thieves and killers were usually hanged when they were captured. The people of a town usually chose an honest man to be the sheriff. He had a few assistants called deputy sheriffs. These men did not wear a uniform. They only wore the sheriff's badge and they were very brave. Their job was never easy and their pay was low. Some famous sheriffs of the West were Wyatt and Virgil Earp, Pat Garrett, Bat Masterson and Wild Bill Hickok. On the East Coast of the United States things were different from the West. In 1838 Boston organized a police force of 6 men. They only worked during the day. In 1844 New York set up a police force of 800 men for day and night duty. Massachusetts set up a police force in 1865. By 1870 almost all important American cities had a police force.